This part is very important for applications which should be run on production. We're going to optimize it, we're going to debug and understand how many database queries are made, and we're going to optimize it using Telescope, and we're going to reduce the number of queries from like 100 down to 10 or 12. Now, let's comment everything what we changed so far. We have implemented possibility to pin the post on groups or users profile page and unpin that. And we have a lot of files changed, and I'm going to review them just to avoid any kind of unintentional commits. So this is necessary. Let's review. This is the pin unpin function. We need that. Then we have this from the profile. We need this. There are a couple of code formattings as well, which we need. Then we have this post for timeline inside the search controller. And yeah, previously we were using this query, but right now we are using this post for timeline, which is necessary because even in the search, we want to display how many likes or comments it has. What else do we have? Pinned post ID inside the group resource. We need this pinned inside the post. Okay, this is something what we don't need, so we can remove this. Then what do we have here? Inside the group, we added this pinned post ID, which is something we need. We added this class annotation. We need this, and we have added a second parameter, get latest, which by default is true. We added this pin post ID in the user. Everything is necessary. And then the changes on the front-end side. Everything is necessary. Okay, and finally we have this migration file. Okay, good. Let's select everything and this file as well, and implement functionality to pin, unpin posts on group or user profile pages. Okay, all files have been committed, I think. Let's close all files. Let's reload this part. Some of the files were not included in the commit, so I'm going to hit on amend the commit. Okay, now every file was committed. Now I need to optimize the database queries because I think and I'm sure I have something not very optimally developed. So let me close a lot of tabs which I don't need. And I need this telescope, okay, which displays the number of queries, and we have a lot of duplications. So let me clear everything, and I'm going to start step by step. Good. If we go on the home page, we reload the content, right? Now let's see. We make a lot of the same query inside the group users. Also, we do the same thing for post attachments and for users as well. I think in multiple places we have to add with. And let's understand where we need this. If we go in the home controller, we're selecting the posts, then we are returning the posts. However, in the post item and in the post resource maybe as well, we access to group. Select everything from group. So if I select this query, I can see that this is repeated multiple times. Because I'm accessing to group with relation, and I'm also accessing this user with relation. and I can see that user select is also duplicated. Okay, and that finally makes a lot of queries. So what I need to do is to add this information inside with users and groups. Let's provide user and group. Now let's clear everything and reload the home page and see. Okay, so now we have these select, we have these post attachments. We have much less number of queries, if you notice. Now we have these post attachments. I think we are using the attachments here. So inside these post, we have to select with attachments as well. Let's clear this and reload the page. Now, do we see duplicated queries? I don't see duplicated queries. So this is the authenticated user. This is count for total number of, what is this? Why I don't see it? Okay, so these are all the posts with their followers. I don't see like duplicated queries right now. Okay, how many queries are there totally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so totally there are 12 queries made. Basically, if we remove these attachments, the number of queries increase a lot, and the more posts are available on the home page which has attachments, the more queries are made. So right now I am loading only 20, but if we go in the home controller and change this paginate into 100, okay, let's clear this and let's reload the home page. We're going to see 100 records, and in the telescope we are going to see a lot of records. We have all of them. Look at this, how many queries, database queries were made. You see that? So we need to make this number of database queries made to be static. No matter if we're gonna load 10 or 100, the number of queries right here should be always static, the same. So let's return this into 10, and let's go in the post resource, actually post PHP, and let's show these attachments. However, I noticed that for the attachments, we are also loading probably the reactions and the users. So we have these reactions. Okay, where is this coming from? I'm now curious about this. User information, reaction. Maybe the user information is coming from the attachment. If I go in the post resource, we have this post attachment resource. No, we don't access the user information. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to clear all the queries, and I'm going to I'm going to set this into 100. Let's leave it to 100. Reload the home page. Now let's see. Okay, a lot of queries are made, and this is duplicated 31 times, and this is duplicated as well 37 times. From where are we getting this? Do we get this from the group user? We are accessing the group resource here. And in the group, this is it. From the group, we are accessing its okay. What are we accessing? In terms of relations, we're accessing this current group user. So what I need to do probably is inside this home controller or inside this post for timeline, when we access everything from the group, we need to access to group.currentUserGroup as well. So if I clear all the queries right now and reload this page, come on. Okay, we see these reactions. Where are those reactions coming from? From here or from here? Let's just don't return. We have this reactions count, but we aren't interested in count right now. We are also joining into user. Where is this user? Maybe that's a comment user. Convert, yeah, this must be the comment user. Definitely, and the reactions are coming from the comments as well. So here we have these comments, and from the post, we have these comments inside with, but what we don't have inside with is comments.user. This is what we need to have. So now this query is duplicated multiple times, 31 times, as you see. Okay, and if I delete this right now, I think that was it. So let's save and reload. And we are gonna see that it is still loading. And now we see much less, and we don't see this query. This query is not there anymore, what I have copied previously. Now I need to optimize these reactions, which I believe is coming from these comments reactions. Okay, if I check this comment resource, which is used right here, this comment resource is accessing the reactions count. We have this num of comments and reactions as well. These reactions is what for which we are basically selecting the reactions. So from here, we have this with count of reactions. We have this comments user, which we need right here, but we need these reactions as well. So comments, reactions. These are the post reactions, and we need the comment reactions as well. But when we select these comment reactions, we need for the current user. So we have to provide this extra query for these comment reactions. Okay. Let's clear this part and reload this entire page where we have this 100 posts. Let's see it here. Okay. Great. Now these are all the requests, database queries that was made. Okay. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it is not going to make more requests. So this is not going to grow exponentially as the number of records grow right here. Okay, so this was the one page, the home page, which was optimized. Now let's move on. Let's go into, we're selecting the groups here as well. What if we have a lot of groups, like group 1, group 2, group 3, and so on? Is it going to increase the number of queries on the home page? Let's reduce this from 100 into 20, as we had this earlier. Reload. I don't see like users select everything from users to be repeated, because probably I don't display right here. Let me check one thing. From this home controller, we are selecting the posts, but we are also selecting these groups. And this is it. This I thought that we didn't have this. If I remove this right now, then we're going to see the duplicated queries for the users. For each of the group what we have right here. Let's see, look at this. Okay, this is duplicated. And this is something what we need to have, and it's good that we had that from the beginning. So the home page is good. And now let's check the profile page. If we have any issues there. We don't see any code duplicated, which is also great. Actually, there's only one post. Maybe we should check second user's profile page, which has more records. Let's clear. Let's check John Smith's profile page. A lot of posts. Do we have anything duplicated? I think we will not have anything duplicated because we added all that important widths inside this post for timeline, which is used in 4 different places. Basically, in every place where we are loading posts. And we don't have anything else except the post, basically. We have only photos. We can check this. But the posts are the main things. If we go in the followers, it is already rendered, and we don't need any relations from the followers, so that should be good. In the followings as well, and the photos. So nothing is actually reloaded. If I reload this page, so this is the query for the photos. This is query for the followers. This is for the followings, or vice versa. We have this reactions, which is selected with object ID in, which is due to the width. This is the reactions count, the post attachments for all the posts. This is for one specific, or when we see right here in and the array 12, it means that we have this properly implemented. If it is not for just one, this is also properly implemented. Just because I'm only loading content for just one user, we see one here, but on the home page, this select would have 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, I don't know what else do we need to optimize. So the homepage and basically this timeline, wherever we have this timeline, was the most important thing, and we have that implemented. We can go on the group page and we see I don't see any duplication. There are actually many queries. Wait, let's just clear and reload the group page. Okay, so everything is selected within, so I feel safe. Then we have this specific group, I think, the attachments. We have the second attachments, but one is probably for the posts, the photos, and second is for all the attachments of the loaded posts. And if I delete this and then I load more, it's going to make more queries, but all of them are optimally optimized. In the next part, we're going to implement dark mode inside the whole website.